Okay, aloha. We are here at, getting my other camera out, corner of Ward and Veritania, deOccupy Honolulu. I'm going to get my other camera out here, okay, where there is a companion raid to yesterday's. There's Wesley Chun getting out of his car, and Trish Morikawa. There was a tagging raid yesterday, and there is now a seizure raid. I really want to get this happening. I want to get on this side.
Yeah, go this way.
I'm gonna be outside to.
Don't cross the line.
I want to get this. This is Carlisle. It says, "Get a job." Ex-mayor Peter Carlisle is the incumbent mayor. He lost the primary elections, came in last at 25%. Partly because of the raids like this, you can see kind of light equipment today. Not much to seize because the tents were replaced. I actually brought 2 brand new tents. Carlisle, this is about the 35th raid. There is a Stanigawa there, center screen. It does have writing on it. I'm going to get a zoom in with my... Now that red sign says arrest Trish and Wes. Trish being Trish Morikawa, Department of Dehousing. Office of Dehousing, actually Office of Housing, I call it the Office of Dehousing because they've confiscated more housing than they have. That Stanigawa better not be taken. There's high commodity value for the Stanigawa. It's actually a creation of hashtag Stanigawa. Of the Stanigawa Industrial Complex. It's an organization devoted to, among other things, maintaining an increasing commodity value of the Stanigawa works of art. I myself am a collector, one of the early collectors of Stanigawa. I should back up here. I'm so intent on getting them destroying the sign. That would be so much fun. I want to show you Lucas here with the anti-GMO sign. What's for dinner tonight? You can see. Now, GMOs and anti-GMO and the whole GMO industry in deOccupy Honolulu actually, here we go. This is great. I want to see this. They're trashing the Carlisle sign. That is.
The fest of freedom has begun.
Now, I'm wondering. They usually destroy stuff. I think they're taking it. They're treating it as a.
Trish gave them orders not to take it apart. Their first thing was to rip it apart.
Yeah, oh, maybe we can petition for its return.
Sure, yeah. I mean, political signs are all over this town. Everyone's yards and stores.
Yeah.
Why can't we have them in the
park?
Why
can't we have them in the park?
He's looking for a new job, well.
Wes is Wesley Chun, a PhD in civil engineering, director of the Department of Facilities Maintenance.
All-around scumbag.
All-around scumbag has led the raids here. Why is that cabinet level position in engineering. He's actually Honolulu's chief engineer. Why do they stoop to doing this sort of thing, raiding the homeless and
It takes an
protesters?
engineer to do that. Yeah.
You know, it's a
Get some engineering in there, Wes.
it's a political appointment. That's what they got to do. You got to stoop to be a political appointee.
Somebody's got to do it.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 police in the area,
Mr. Carlisle is
inside
fine,
the
okay?
crime
We
zone.
made it for you.
This on the left here is
Thanks for building
Sergeant
it so well,
Santos. He's
Damien.
actually a police officer. They use police officers in aloha shirts.
No, let's go down the right.
Now you can see that none of the tents are being seized. The reason for that is they were replaced last night after the other ones were tagged, taken off property, and replaced. I myself brought 2 brand new tents from out of my trunk.
Come on, engineer that thing, Wes. Engineer it.
This is what engineering is for. Now I
What's that
also
degree to use, Wesley?
I have footage of you and 7 other city guys stealing. Oh, it's breaking.
It's gonna be a loss, huh?
Peter's not going to be happy. Peter would be Peter
It's gonna be a
Carlisle.
loss, huh? Chris, you and I get to go to court, honey. Is it gonna be fun? Now what? 3 times I'm gonna go to court.
That is Trish Morikawa.
Dude, they just spent all that time in
You can use all your little lawyer skills when you get in there.
She's also an appointment by Peter
You're gonna
Carlisle.
roll on it.
Last time I caught her stealing Billy's tent.
Yeah, you will. Get that smile off your face.
Now I'm taking still pictures with my other camera, which might explain some of my camera angles here. So this itself is the corner of Veritanian Ward. This is raid number. We're in the mid-30s. I haven't updated my spreadsheet. As you can see, they're not seizing the blue tents. Those are not subject to seizure. Of course, they have in the past taken
Don't harm it.
property.
Mr. Carlisle wants it. He wants it in his office.
Well, his office might be this corner soon.
That's his going away present. Don't mess him up.
So we have the director of Department of Facilities Maintenance. We also have the deputy director here, Kenneth Shimizu. So we have 3 mayoral cabinet appointees here stealing this. I think you gotta bust it up. I think you gotta break it.
You know that's First Amendment material. You know it's First Amendment material you are absconding with. You're an absconder, Chris, and I'm going to see you in court.
Our freedom has begun. Alert! We are no longer free to have an opinion. If we do not stand up now, we will never be allowed our opinion. Stand up, fight back, refuse and resist.
So we have 3 cabinet position appointees here.
Some overtime, we can have more by this weekend.
Total of almost $300,000 a year in salary.
You make a really good corrupt woman.
They're not taking the tents because they're not being stored here. They're just put up.
Corruption is the new black.
That's good. That's good. Let me back up here so I can get this crew here. That's Lucas, the dancing tent, sometimes known as the dancing tent. Dancing free speech tent, and here's a neat sign that's twirling. Now there are no
Thank you for the aloha, Chris.
heavy equipment in the park today. They usually bring park.
I thought maybe we could get Carlisle.
Is there an interaction? I missed an interaction. What do you say?
Oh, he just said, you know that the megaphone's not allowed in the park, right?
And this is not the park. As you can see, we're well outside the white dot fake redrawn park boundaries.
Yes, there's a fake line that they made just to say that this is the park.
That's right.
Because that was really the park.
Number 28, South and left.
Yeah, I was here. We were here.
They can change the boundaries of a park like that.
That's why the park boundary sign is actually up on that thing along the wall. Park boundary needs clear plaques and markers. Now, if you just joined us, we got the big Carlisle Get a Job sign carefully going into the truck instead of being trashed like most stuff. Okay, if you're calling me on the phone, that's probably a bad idea, but I have forwarded my phone calls to Google Voice that I'll get to later. You get an odd message. So.
I don't think the city's getting $120,000 a year from black. This is absurd.
Okay, if you just joined us, we're at deOccupy Honolulu corner of Ward and Veritania.
I thought he had like a
You should be getting our new high definition stream off my Verizon hotspot.
Alright.
I wish there was more happening. What they are doing is they're taking a Mayor Carlisle Get a Job sign. It's being engineered by the Honolulu's chief engineer, Wesley Chan, who makes $112,000 a year. It's a political appointment, of course.
Our freedoms are being taken away. Just tying it down with the top.
Don't worry, go jump.
Yes.
Don't worry, keep chopping.
I commend your reuse of materials, guys.
Yeah, no, that's useful stuff.
But I don't think that plastic tape is rated to hold signs on top of trucks. Better be safe than sorry. You should really figure something better out.
That's a hell of an engineering job you got going there, Wes.
That's why he's got a PhD.
Hey, show us your tin ring there, Wes.
The tin ring. He has a ring on his
Show us your
finger
tin ring, Wes.
from the Order of the Engineer.
Show us your ethics ring.
Now, are they on the other side bugging the homeless guys on the other side?
They may be heading that way, huh?
Now, on what we call South Occupy, there's a non-politically affiliated group, and they actually suffer more greatly than we do. They're not politically organized. They don't know the law. They don't feel empowered to speak out.
Injustice alert! Injustice alert!
Very good.
Check out Occupy Honolulu on Facebook and find out what's going on! Why would the city want to steal our stuff without having an opinion? Why would the city want to distract us from continuing our work to better everybody's lives? Because the people we are fighting also pay the city. The corporations own everything. Your government, your police officials, everything. That's why they want to distract us.
I'm going to head over to the south. Okay, they're not going to take the tapes down. I'm going to run over to the South Occupy side homeless encampment. Now, usually they bring heavy equipment. They fill the park with dump trucks and stuff. I think they knew that there wasn't. And as you can see, they tape off the whole area. They put themselves inside the crime scene, which is very fitting. And so it's hard to get from one end to another. We have 2 live streamers at least. That's Nova Smith up there. He can live stream from this area so that we can get as much coverage as possible. I'm walking by the wall at Thomas Square. There's a plaque around this corner. This plaque tells us what Thomas Square is about, and I can describe that later. I'm going to go over to the corner to see how the everybody's faring over there. Here's we call her the coordinator of the de-housing office. Homeless guy got a cart, so she's calling the shots here. Hopefully this will require less engineering skill. We're at the corner of Beretania and Victoria Street. Just half a block down. We call this South Occupy. It's a non-politically organized homeless camp. People might be at work or school.
There you are.
And you can see some well-organized property. We're getting some here, and that's Ken Shimizu, who's the deputy director of facilities maintenance. So this is the part that always gets me, is the stealing stuff from the poor. I'm going to get a good shot of Ken Shimizu stealing some well-organized stuff there, you can see. You just joined us. We're at Thomas Square. You can see Thomas Square on the sign there. Okay, this material is actually I think they will not seize it. They didn't bring the heavy trucks, so they've tagged it. We'll get a look at what the tag actually says here. And this is what we call a Bill 54 tag. It's a removal notice. Says it's against storage of property. Public shall be impounded if not removed within 24 hours. And that's by Division of Road Maintenance, and a phone number, and where the impounded property will be stored. Now, they put it in these bins for storage, but you know what? A lot of times, as we've seen in other videos, they don't store the property. It goes directly into a garbage truck or a dump truck. And those that are stored, you know what you need to claim your stuff? Credit card receipts. Now, if you've seen what kind of stuff goes into those carts, you can imagine there's no credit card receipts for that stuff. So that's lost. So the homeless program, the Bill 54 helps basically empowers the city to seize personal property of people that are poor, or to harass protesters. Little bit, and as you can see, these have been tagged too. But these will not be here in 24 hours. They will be replaced by new tents. As you can see, this is a brand new tent. These are available at Sears for $38. Northwest Territories, if you're watching and you want to help support the cause, we have blue tents and red tents so that they're easy to visually determine that they're different tents. The blue tents are from Sears. They cost about $38. The red tents are from Target. They're Embark tents, and they're about $38 too. And that was a quick raid. No heavy equipment in the park. We have new high quality streaming, so it's less dramatic than it could be, but you know, that's better for us. deOccupy Honolulu, very active in the battle against GMOs in Hawaii, and here's one of the signs that shows up at a lot of the rallies against a monoculture and GMOs. A monoculture, industrial farming, factory agriculture, and GMOs just go hand in hand, and that allows corporate control of food supply.
Refuse and resist. You have the right and obligation. Refuse and resist.
That's Jake, who's a amplified voice specialist at deOccupy.
On the park now. My sidewalk is the only place I can express myself.
Right. So you've been threatened with arrest if you step over this into the mud and use the bullhorn.
Yes,
is that correct?
this is illegal as long as I'm doing this. If I step back, I can do this all I want. Now, if I put this down and yell 3 times louder than this will ever make it, that's legal.
Well, why are they calling that the park when there's a wall there with the blue park sign way over there?
Because the city makes up stuff whenever they feel like it benefits them.
They
didn't like our big, massive fortress, so they had to figure out a way to take it down. So they made up a law, created new boundaries.
They did. I was there. December 29th, they moved the boundary to suit themselves.
Yes,
I saw them do that in Waikiki during the APEC protest. Same guy, in fact, Sergeant Santos.
Oh, yeah? Go figure, huh?
Oh, well, okay. That's it for now. So that tags mean that they'll be back tomorrow, Friday.
Hey, Doc, are you still on?
I'm still on. Anything you'd like to say,
All I can
Billy?
say is they can kiss my Occupy whatever.
Occupy my whatever.
So we are here. Across the street is the former residence of Anna Rice Cook of Castle and Cook, who were one of the great land barons that profited so much off the theft of Hawaiian lands.
Oh no, you're just on live stream. You just went on the internet.
But that shows people have clear access on this sidewalk. And it's ironic, it's now called the Honolulu Museum of Art. And that's a interesting art installation in front of it, little house-looking structures made of twisted branches. But this whole block, from that corner all the way over to the other corner, was the private residence of Anna Rice Cook. And right across the street, houseless people. We get solidarity and aloha from BI, Big Island, the island of Hawaii. Mokuokeawe, I think. Huh? Is that how they say it? Thank you, Carrie. How's the picture over there? I switched to a better to a mobile hotspot in order to get a better kind of view. We're coming up on 25 minutes here. Very short raid. No heavy trucks in the park today. Let me walk by and show you the surviving signs. We're not really the rail sign people, but whatever, you know. Let me show you. I wish this were pulled back. We'll put this one back here, but this explained that not even one criminal charge or DOJ, Department of Justice investigation against predator mafia banks since the crash of 2008. The A for anarchy, which are actually very strict governance protocols, if you ask me. They did not take, as they had before, they usually would take all the signs. Now anything that has text on it falls under First Amendment rights. So they do leave, including the colorful Stanigawa in the back. They have taken before Stanigawa artworks that continue to appreciate in commodity value as this part of the meta-narrative continues and develops. This sign says, "Dear candidates, does my voice only count when I'm voting for you?" There's a sign in back of there. It says, "Arrest Trish and Wes," who are the people, the cabinet appointees that lead the raids. "deOccupy Studio 54 is intense." This is a sign used for the contingent that participated in the Gay Pride March, and that was something. I was live streaming that and participating, and I think we took it like one step beyond the usual political guys that have signs and say, "Hey, we support you guys." It was like, that was really cool, you know. Not too sure of that. Somebody tell me what that means. Here's some picture of the real Homeland Security fighting terrorism since 1492. That's on the continent, of the North American continent. Been Homeland Security here since 1778. Standing of Captain Cook. This sign, which we will actually restore a little bit, is probably one of our longest lasting signs, and much respect to Jamie Baldwin, which explains why we're here. If bank regulations were enforced like park rules, we wouldn't be in this mess, and that's absolutely correct. Down the street, a couple blocks from here, is Central Pacific Bank. They received $135 million in TARP funds, returned like 65. So the public, taxpayers, got hit with a $65 million bill. Fairly small for the TARP kind of bailout funds, but it is a Hawaii bank with Senator Danny Noe on the board. So I wonder how that happened. And that is our corner, deOccupy, in very historic Thomas Square, where sovereignty was returned to the people of Hawaii on July 31st, 1843. Beautiful park. It's a little brown. The sprinkler system does not work anymore because of the dozens of times heavy equipment was brought in here to steal stuff from the poor and from peaceful protesters, and I have a lot of video and still documentation for that. But while we're looking at this pretty scene, I want to thank everyone for joining us, and stay tuned, and stay tuned to HDoug on Twitter, or at Occupy Honolulu. That's Chris Smith's live stream announcement Twitter channel. So On Ustream, this channel is Honolulu Doug. Nova's is The Pineapple Glitch, separated with hyphens. The Pineapple Glitch. Also check iZombies on Ustream. And there are a couple others, so we're well covered. Thanks for joining us from beautiful and historic Thomas Square, which is right inside of near the center of Honolulu, down the street from the state capitol and city hall, Honolulu Hale. And we'll talk to you later. As you can see, after the police have come, after the police have gone, tents are still here. Nice blue ones, all uniform. I was going to say looking kind of military, but I won't. I was going to say looking kind of corporate, but I won't. I'll say looking very organized.